Daddy said the schoolmaster enchanted it. She shrugged. Figured that it was worth a shot. Curled up on the floor, the sheriff gaped in disbelief. So did Sophie, Agatha, Annabelle, and Hester against the wall. Guess his fake pen didn't see that coming, Sophie said, watching the snake fresh inside the bed. Don't think anyone did, said Annabelle, as her free west sniffed around it, giving Dot's flabbergasted looks. I thought spells don't work on the snake. Raffles' spell weren't ordinary spells, apparently, said Hester, plodding towards the sheriff. No, please, don't kill me, he choked. Hester snapped the gel keys off his belt before holding them out to his daughter. Help Robin escape all you want, but this one can't escape, said Hester. Deal? Dot smiled, her hand clasping Hester's tights for a moment before she took the key. Deal! Then let's get this snake to jail, said Hester as Dot and Annabelle dragged the sack towards the door. Guess the screams were looking for Tetris after all, Hester heard Dot say. But it still doesn't make any sense, Annabelle insisted. I told you in the square. They had to be looking for someone else last night. Hester moved to help them, but she stopped at the door, watching Tetris approach his new copper-haired friend. The boy stumbled, sparkling with sweat. Thank you, said Tetris. Don't think I need this anymore, Your Highness, said his knight, handing Tetris his lion mask. He bowed to his king. My name is Ryan. You mean Sir Ryan, said Tetris. His nice steely gaze softened, a blush rising on his amber cheeks. But now his king has seen his princess out of the corner of his eye. Without a word, he swept towards her, lifted her off the ground, and kissed her like it was the very first time. Agatha kissed him back harder, until they both went out of breath. No more going as things alone, she said. No more spending time apart. That goes both ways, said Tetris. He kissed his princess again. Meanwhile, Sophie had coasted up to Ryan, who still looked dazed from his exchange with Tetris. So now the lion has a name, she quoted, holding out a kerchief from inside her dress. He took it and wiped his forehead, his blue-green eyes gazing fervently at her. And a lady in waiting, I hope. Sophie touched his chest. A lady who is waiting for you to ask her on a real date. But Ryan wasn't listening. He was looking past her at Tetris. The king's expression had slowly changed, as if the triumph of the moment had worn off, giving way to cold reality. Teddy, what is it? Agatha asked. The king was breathing shallowly now, unable to get words out. Your Highness, are you okay? Ryan said, rushing to his side, almost pushing Agatha out of the way. He seemed to smell something on Tetris, because he put his nose to the king's neck and then quickly pulled off Tetris' jacket. Tetris was drenched in blood. You're hurt, Agatha cried. No. Ryan put his hands on Tetris' shirt, feeling beneath it. There's no wound. It's not his blood. Agatha and Sophie stared at him. Whose blood is it? Said Agatha. Her prince didn't look at her. Agatha's face changed. Tedros, she wept. Where's Lancelot? Slowly, Tedros lifted his eyes. That's why he started to cry. Tedros, size of a story. A few hours earlier, Tedros had been riding with his father's knights across sun-drenched hills. The two had made good time through the night, moving east from Camelot through the outskirts to Piff-Lipath hills before curving north towards Nottingham. They travelled in silence, each in a long black coat with hoods shadowing their faces, so that even the few riders they encountered hurried past, avoiding eye contact, no doubt thinking they were minions of the snake. At night, the endless woods usually left Tedros tense and on edge, especially with wanted posters of Lance and his mother's faces coming in and out of the dark at him, tagged 2 trees as he passed it. But the young king was distracted by the sheer freedom of being on open land. It was the first time in 6 months that he had left the castle. He hadn't realized that how claustrophobic he has been sealed inside that crumbling compound, no matter how fast it was. Nor had he realized that how relieved he would feel to be away from Excalibur, taunting him at all hours of the day, despite having to replace his hollowed sword with a middling blade he had sculptured from the armory. And though he could sense the tension inside him building, as if a storm was coming, he felt unshackled out there, more capable and kingly than he ever did in that castle, even when he and Lance galloped through Camelot's slum cities, spattered with graffiti and effigies denigrating his wing, even when they skirted the shells of towns ravaged by the snake's attacks, even when his conversation with his mother kept pushing in his head. She grew too close to your father, Tedros, always insinuating herself between your father and I. There was something about that room I never liked.